Sorry I woke you up from your nap, but what is your favorite part of the Wingfeather Saga?
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. This is my favorite Wingfeather book. It has a lot of neat parts in it. It's really neat how it describes all the houses and the town. And the game they talk about in here, Get the Boot. It's really fun. We play it sometimes now. And it describes the whole game in here. It's really neat. And some other games in the first book too. It describes like handball.
Handyball, that's a good game.
Yeah.
This game is handyball, a delightful sport in which each team tries to get the ball into the goal without using their feet in any capacity, even to move.
Somebody's up this tree. Go up and see what he's doing. Okay, I'm climbing the tree because somebody's up there. And I have to find out what he's doing. Hi, Josiah.
Hi.
What are you reading?
North of Eden by Andrew Peterson.
What's your favorite part? This is your favorite book?
Yes.
What's your favorite part of North of Eden?
Maybe the Battle of Chimera is my favorite chapter of the book.
Mm-hmm.
It has a lot of good drawings and maps.
What's your favorite character?
Maybe Gammon or Arthur Wingfeather.
Alright, have fun reading.
Right.
Don't fall down. Whoa. What do you like about the Wingfeather Saga?
What I really don't like are ridge runners.
Actually, I do like ridge runners. On the other hand,
Because his brother doesn't.
No, because I liked them before. We liked them before I realized that they're very evil characters. But I still have trust in them, even though twice it's happened in the book that they betrayed the good guy. But I've been reading this book. It says that.
What book is this?
Pembroke's Creaturepedia, written by Pembroke himself. It says on the section about ridge runners that ridge runners are only loyal to their own people.
So, maybe you're a ridge runner. I would say that Andrew Peterson has quite the imagination, considering all the creatures where we are.
The thwop, the gulp swallow,
The cave blat. It's quite a sight to behold.
Wildigals.
Abominable. Rat badgers and snick buzzards. Toothy cows. A lot of deadly creatures out there. Ellie, what do you think of the Wingfeather Saga? What do you think? Becca, talk about the Wingfeather Saga. What's your favorite book?
I think the first book is my favorite.
Really?
Uh-huh.
On the Edge of the Dark Sea of Darkness?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I like the town they live in.
Glipwood.
Yeah, and
Yeah. That's
I like
nice town.
Pete's treehouse.
Uh-huh. What's your favorite character?
Oh, I think Pete. Saga, and
Okay.
Nia.
Yeah, Nia's a good character. Okay, thank you. Okay, I like all of the Wingfeather books, but I think Monster in the Hollows is my favorite because it's green. And I like that color. And I like it because, well, mainly I like it because of the imagery of the Hollows and the Hollows folk. And Chimney Hill, I just love that place. Chimney Hill, built on the 348th year of the Third Epic by Janiber Igabe, as far as we know. I really didn't expect much out of the Wingfeather Saga when we first got on the edge of the Dark Sea of Darkness. And I sort of had lost hope in most modern writing, and I was really surprised, happily surprised, at the beauty and how well written it was. Just the beauty of the writing, or just how Andrew Peterson describes things, and that there's a world here where we can explore and learn about these fun cultures and their ways. It's just so interesting. The city of Banrona was bigger than Jennifer's thought. The buildings near the harbor, like the Orchard Inn, were tall and close together, with narrow alleyways between them. They were made of wood and brick, handsomely built to complement the pleasant tree-lined streets, which were busy with city traffic. The busiest area, the harbor district, was a place of rowdy commerce, even though Bonifer told them the Great War had stopped the flow of ships to and from the hollows. The harbor was large enough that fishermen could make a good living catching, filleting, smoking, and selling garp, glipper, and stonkfish, not to mention the occasional eight-eyed chavgome. I really enjoy the depth in the story that some authors don't have, to understand that hard times, there's beauty in hard times, that God redeems terrible things that happen and things we go through, and makes them beautiful. And that's one thing I really love about the Wingfeather Saga.
This is our kind of a model of the Glipwood Township. And here's the sheriff's office and the jail that the Figs took over in the first book. And here's the Igby family. That's Janner and Tink, Nia and Lily, and Poto.
Poto's holding something. His bag of thwops, which he caught and takes to, what's that man's house? Buzzard Willie?
And that's Oscar. Oscar Reteep. And there's Pete the Sockman. The Ford Sword from Norther Beaten. And this is Redrick from Monster in the Hollows.
A distinguished looking chap. And don't forget, in the Glipwood Forest lurks the Toothy Cow. Formidable foe. Yes, here be in the Glipwood Forest. Here be cows. Yes. Something strange going on in our garden here.
Okay, here's our potato garden area where we planted potatoes. So these obviously are the potato plants.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you know? Here, growing on the potato plant, we found tomatoes. We would never have known what they were, but after reading Andrew Peterson's book, we're sure these are potatoes. One thing I can say is the Wingfeather Saga does not get boring.
What are some of your favorite characters in the Wingfeather Saga?
Well, there's a good mix of characters. And, Janner is a good, realistic woman.
I like Janner too, and I like Mia and Pete the Sockman.
Or Artham.
And I like him as Arthur too, the guardian and the poet. I think he's a good poet. I really like the whole mystery around Pete the Sockman, and it was really surprising when I figured out who he was. But I still liked how it was before. That was really sweet when he would get confused and say really funny things. He's a really good character. And I like the Ridge Runners. They're really little and sneaky. We got the 4th book, the Wingfeather Saga, Warden and the Wood, and we're really excited about reading it. We're gonna read all the other books before, review it, and then we're gonna read the last one. There's a little boy sleeping in the tree.
Ellie. Ellie. Which is your favorite Wingfeather character? I really like Tink, and especially in the later stories I started really noticing his character because he reminds me of, it's kind of a picture of someone who is broken and he has no way to hide it, and all you can do is love that person, how he is, and you know, it kind of shows me a picture of how God looks at us and how we are supposed to love everyone else. So I really like the character Tink, or Calmer.
The boot. The elusive boot. I had it once. In the words of Scurvy La-di-da, if only I didn't get the boot.
So we recorded a song, and Becca wrote it, and I added a 12-string guitar up really high, and
I played the Irish whistle.
we attempted to make a whistle harp tune. We don't know what a whistle harp sounds like, but we're hoping it's something like this.
I want to make a real whistle harp someday, but till I do.
A real whistle harp? How do you even play a whistle harp?
Huh.
Anyways, here's the song. On the lawn in front of old Charney Bamington's cottage, a small fire was burning. Several people lounged around it, listening to Armelin the bard sing. The orange glow of the fire lit his face, and cast a large shadow on the house behind him. Armelin was singing a song of Anyara, and his eyes seemed to glow with their own light as he looked out past the dark around him. It was as though he could see before him the fair island itself, with its kingdom of sailors and poets, its high green mountains and shaded vales, the bright city where a good king once reigned, and the people sang in the fields while they gathered the harvest. Somehow Janner felt that it was more than just a song. Armelin had put his secret dreams to music. Janner felt pulled to those mountains, and he saw it in the faces around the campfire too. The song ended, and for a moment before the applause, the small gathering of listeners were silent. Janner looked up to see that his mother's face was wet with tears, and that she, like the bard, was staring into the distance. "Why are you crying?" he asked, squeezing her hand. Nia jumped a little, like he'd just woken her from a nap. She smiled down at him. "It's nothing, child." "And why are you crying?" Jenner hadn't realized it, but his cheeks were wet as well. "There's just something about the way he sings. It makes me think of when it snows outside, and the fire is warm, and Poto is telling us a story while you're cooking, and there's no place I'd rather be, but for some reason I still feel homesick."
I kind of have a feeling my little brother's a rich runner, because he's kind of sneaky like me, and he likes fruit, and he's always climbing up high places.